Everybody, it's Tiffany, and thank you so much for joining me for this sneak peek. Happy New Year to everyone. I do need to let you know, you might already know, this is actually a recorded sneak peek because I am not in the studio. I am in Illinois at our warehouse, making sure everything ships out properly so you can get all of these wonderful products in the middle of the month. So if you love to support local, shop at your local scrapbook or crafting or stamping store, please pop in there and ask them if they're going to be carrying the organized option. And if not, they can still order it from their distributor, Spellbinders or Ecstasy Craft. Both are distributing the entire line. Okay, the business is done. You can comment in the feed. We will be picking winners. I will be on in the chat, and I think Stephanie will be on in the chat as well. So if you have questions, we'll try to answer them as we go through this whole process. So, and we've never done this before. Stephanie might actually be on live. I don't really know what's going to happen on Tuesday night, but I'm sure it'll be fun. Okay, so let's talk about what we're releasing. Woo woo! So this new product line called Create a Case. Let's take down the curtain. So this line of products you are so going to love. They are designed to all work together. So you can see it's a series of bags. What's unique about these? So you're looking at these bags going, how is this different than a zip and go bag? Why do we have two product lines here? But huge difference. The Create a Case line has two, maybe more than two, defining features that make it very different than a zip and go bag. A zip and go bag has the boxes on the inside, right? They are a set size. They are designed to be whatever size they are. They don't get bigger. They don't get smaller. When they're empty and you're storing them, they are still that same size. When you're traveling with them, they are that same size. With Create a Case, these bags are crushable and stuffable, right? So if you have it with just a few sheets of paper in it, it's going to be really flat. If you load it up with 12 by 12 paper, it's going to be even bigger. So it'll be thin or fat. And when you're storing it away, you can fold them up and tuck them away, right? So very, very different than a zip and go bag. A lot of them have two handles. Some just have one handle. Some of them, depending on the design shape, have what we call a lifting ribbon on the inside. So this is like, you know how battery compartments sometimes have a little ribbon in them so you can pull the batteries out? Same thing. If you had stuffed this full of paper and you wanted to be able to lift it all out without digging down the sides of the bag, that's where the lifting ribbon is going to come into play. So you're going to see that in some of the bags, not all of them, but where it's appropriate. So this is going to make it easier for you to access the things that are in there. So like I said, there are 7 of them, and I'm going to take you on a crafty tour of all 7 bags. So this is number 1. I'm going to go to my overhead here. So this is Create a Case number 1. This is the biggest bag in the group. And, you know, so often I got asked for something bigger so people could carry paper trimmers and stuff. But you can see it's quite roomy, does have the lifting ribbon, has 2 handles, 1 on each side. Now, how big is it? So this is a 12 by 18 cutting mat, and you can see it fits perfectly right into the bottom. So you've got tons of space in there. This is what I was talking about with the lifting ribbon. So if this was stuffed in there, it's kind of hard to pull out. But if you just grab that lifting ribbon, you can lift it right out and then get a hand on it. So the number 1, Create a Case. Okay. Number 2, Create a Case. Now, this is one I showed you just briefly a minute ago, but this is it. I'm going to pull this out. This is the number 2 Create a Case loaded up with our basic box, small box collection. So you can see I've got all of these things in here, nice, neat, tidy, just looks like fun. You just looks like you want to craft. And then in the bottom, I've even got some 12 by 12 paper. Now, You can put the paper on the top if you want to make sure everything stays secure inside your number 2 there. Put that on the top. And now you're kind of made a lid to hold all those things in. Still going to zip close, no problem. And again, you've got that lifting ribbon in there to help you lift that tray out or that bundle out. Easy peasy, right? Okay, so that's the number 2. We're going to bring the number 1 back in here, and we're going to slide the number 2 right into the bottom. So we're seeing how now we're just kind of loading this up. Let's see what's next. This is the number 3. You can see it's not fully loaded, right? It's crushed instead of stuffed, right? But great for tools and rulers and that type of thing. We're going to tuck that in right there. Now we've got the number 5. Ooh, but let's do them in order. What do you think? Let's see. Let's pull it out here. So this is the number 4, right? Ideal for pods and ribbons and sparkles and sprinkles, all that kind of stuff. It's going to fit tuck right in there, nice and neat. Okay, we're going to put that in. Then we've got, so that's number 4. Then we've got the number 5, which you can see is 6 by 6. I'm going to open this up here, right? You've got the little lifting ribbon again, so you can pull those paper pads up from the bottom and take a grab easily. Okay, number 5. Number 6, we call this the tiny tote. Look how cute it is, right? Again, not stuffed, so it is crushable. It's not going to take up as much space in your bag or your tote because it's just going to crush down to what's inside of it. And then we've got the number 7, and this has got all like pods and pastes in it, right? So super easy. Put this over here. And now am I missing one? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got them all stuffed in there. Okay, now I'm going to close it up. Now, one question that I was asked when we were making this is, will it hold a 12 by 18 glass mat? Yes and no. I have a glass mat right here. You can put your 12 by 18 glass mat in there, but it's going to stick out the end. So this end has another handle on it, so you can carry it from there, or you can carry it from here. But you can put that glass mat in there. You just have to leave it sticking out the side. So awesome, right? Easy peasy. You got all your stuff organized. Now the bags are going to store. You don't have to zip them all up in the big bag. It's a great way to travel with them. But you can use all of them independently, or you can put them all together into the big bag. Okay, so what else are you going to do with it? What other uses are there for this? So I just want to, first thing first, this is my favorite new travel accessory. Why? Because I have an entire outfit in this bag. So I want you to think about packing your suitcase or traveling somewhere. And most of us, bras, underwear, socks, pants, shirts, whatever, grouped by type of clothing. Okay. Then you have to dig through. Where's the jewelry? Where's the shoes? Which pants am I wearing? What shirt goes with this? Right. But I put everything, an entire outfit, in one of these. This is the number 2. Now, especially, right, if you're traveling with children, because kids, if you've got kids and you can just hand them their little case, here's your case for today. It has everything you're supposed to put on, and put their dirty clothes in it, and from yesterday in this case, and move on to the next. Great, it's a great way to travel with kids. You can put a label on it that says what day of the week it is, whatever. But for me, so I know what you're thinking. You're like, fine. All she probably has in there is a pair of shorts and a swimsuit. That doesn't really work in the real world. No, it does not. And no, I do not. So let's check it out. So I have got a full-size blouse, right? Blouse. I have got the jewelry I'm wearing with this outfit. I've got my undies. I have got a full-size pair of jeans, not just regular jeans, but big, heavy, wide leg jeans. And I don't have a pair of sandals in here. I have got a pair of platform shoes in this bag. So you really can stuff them up to accommodate tons of stuff. Or if you have less stuff, it can be a little bit flatter. Okay, let's see another example. Let me pull this over. This is in the back of my car. Oops, go this way. So I play golf. Lots of you know that. I have a little bit of an addiction for golf. But I have to go back and forth from the golf course. And I live in Arizona where the weather, especially this time of year, it can be 59 degrees, which is freezing for us, or it could be 80. And so you have to be kind of prepared for all of that stuff and weather. Where I play golf is a little bit higher elevation. This sounds crazy. From my house, it's only 12 minutes from here, but it's all uphill. So it's oftentimes the temperature is different there than it is when I leave the house. So I'm going to put up a picture, I'll put it on social, of my car before this and then my car after. But this is everything I need, golf wear, all neat and tidy. So this top one has a pair of sneakers, leather waterproof sneakers, and it's hard to see because they are black. But I also have a pair of golf sandals. So I got sandals and sneakers, and that's the number 2 bag. And then everything looked nice, neat, labeled. What do I need? Rain pants, rain jacket, beanie and gloves, down vest, long sleeve shirt, and a windbreaker in here. And this is a full length crushable down jacket. So in this nice, neat, tidy case, I have anything that the weather can throw at me while I'm out on the golf course. Super simple, right? It just all packs in nice and neat. And then I've got this extra one, a shoe bag, that I even crammed in there as well. So really, if you think about just getting organized, super easy. And the other nice thing about it is, if my shoes are dirty or my clothes are wet or something like that, I've kind of got that little added layer of protection to keep everything else clean. Now I have this, the set is 7. So I have 8 bags in here with that extra shoe bag. You can see really pulling the wrong zipper there, right? So the other thing about this is I can store it this way, lay it flat. I can move it around easily in my car. So instead of moving a jacket and shoes and a beanie and, trying to find things, and I have a lot of black things, which you see in here, and I have a black interior of my car. So my black down jacket would be lost somewhere anyway, or the black gloves or any of that kind of stuff. So when you think about like different ways to use it, how are you moving around in the world? What are you carrying? Or what do you need to carry all at one time? Maybe you have, maybe you play a sport, or you have kids that do different kinds of activities, and having everything for that activity in one Create-A-Case bag would make it that much easier to move around with those supplies. So last week, I was asked by Lisa Ruiz, I think, about sheets. So this is a king size sheet set. This is the Create-A-Case number 1 king size sheet set with 4 pillowcases in there. So one of the beauties of this is that I can put this right under the bed. So I'm going to give you all a little tip. Some of you already do this, but if you keep your sheets near the bed instead of keeping them in a linen closet somewhere down the hall, and you organize them by size. So Stephanie's going to laugh at me about this. Is my little obsession here with organization. I only use white sheets. I have a king size bed, queen size bed, full size beds in the house. White sheets on all of them. Well, it's difficult to know which is king, which is queen, which is queen, which is full. So I keep them organized like this. Use the label pocket to say what size. It's in the bedroom with that bed. So I have 2 sets of sheets for every bed. And then bag is labeled. One, they could go under, they could go on the shelf in the closet, whatever works better for you, depending on the kind of bed you have. You take the old sheets off, put the clean sheets on, wash the old sheets, put them back, throw them back on the shelf. But they're right there in the room where you need them. You don't have to go down the hall and hunt them. You're not pulling, is this the right sheet set? Is this? Label it, put it under the bed, put it in the closet. You're absolutely going to love how easy it is. everything stays nice and neat and clean. And of course, really, really visible. So just a super simple way to organize sheets or other types of things. And if you're traveling with stuff that you just want to keep clean, right? This is a great way to do that as well. So super simple. I mean, you are absolutely going to love, 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 love this product line. So the Create a Case product line, 7 bags. They all fit into the number 1 bag. The details for sizes and shapes will all be on our website. They are going to be available at your small retailer. So if you are shopping local, supporting local, your small stores, stop in and ask if they're going to have the organized option products. If not, they can always just order what you need directly to the store. So, boy, I think that's it for Create a Case. So make sure that you make a comment in the feed because we are going to choose winners. We'll probably announce them, the winners for this week, next week. So all of you who are watching late, this is another opportunity to get in and win by making a comment in the feed. As always, we're going to ask you to go to our website, theorganizedoption.com. Sign up for our email list. That is where you're going to get the latest and greatest information, the fastest, most accurate information. Follow us on social so you know what's going on. We've got a lot of great products coming your way in 2026. And the Create a Case product line is top of my list for fun, organized, travel. I mean, I love it for everything. All right, I think I've said enough. Thanks so much for watching tonight. I will see you next week for our next sneak peek. Take care, everybody, and have a Happy New Year.